One thing that is funny to me is how a lot of people are still going to fall victim of fake products in the name of health products and all sorts. And this year, I hope that we are smarter and we are wiser. There's a list of things that you should avoid this year in order for you to stay healthy. And I'll be talking about them briefly in this video. Number one is penis enlargement cream. You cannot afford to say that these things are real. They are not real. They don't work. They mostly contain feel good drugs that make you feel like you're actually having a good time. But then it does not increase your penis. It just gives you a higher rate of erectile dysfunction later in life. So please don't be deceived. If you are saying no grief for anybody, please don't grieve for these people. They came to take your money. Penis enlargement cream is a lie from the pit of hell. I've made a video about this before where I was sharing how that your penis is genetic and is based on how you grew up. A lot of things, a lot of factors contribute to what your actual penile length is. So as much as possible, don't let people deceive you and take your money, your hard-earned money, and still you still not go see what you define. I hope so you not go see that thing where you not define. Another thing is what they call system detoxifying tea. This tea has taken a lot of people's money. And I'm telling you the truth because people just feel that they want to detoxify their system as if God made dustbin inside their body. God forbid. As much as possible, you need to come to the place of understanding that your body has a detoxifying system. There's been no other organ that can ever be created that is better at detoxifying your body than your liver and your kidney. In fact, your body's immunity helps you to detoxify as much as possible. Now, there's nothing you want to add to what your liver can do or what your kidney can do. Instead, whatever you think you are adding to those things are actually spoiling them the more. So, please, when you take this system detoxifying tea and all the likes of them, I beg you are actually spoiling the work of the liver and the kidney. You are putting yourself at risk. Liver, you're putting your life at risk. You're putting your health at risk. You're putting your money away. You're throwing it away for people that just came to make money from you. As much as possible, do away from these things this year, and you're going to see that you saved a lot more money by seeking help where you need to. Number three on my list of things you need to avoid this year is fibroid melting tea. You cannot afford to tell me that at your age and marital status, you still believe that there is a tea that you can take through your body into your stomach and it will go and melt fibroid. It's so funny that people all over the country, in fact, Africans, still believe these things happen, that a fibroid can melt. If a fibroid can melt, why have we not been able to melt cancer? Why have we not been able to melt tumors in the brain and different parts of the body? It doesn't happen. It doesn't work. Your desperation is what people are using to trick you. And these are the people you should not grieve for. And like I say, you should start from yourself, not grieving for yourself, so that you won't be falling a victim of these kinds of people. There's nothing like fibroid melting tea. Your fibroid, if you do have a fibroid, does not melt to a tea. There are drugs that your gynecologist or your obstetrician might prescribe for you in order to maybe shrink the fibroid a little before surgery. Now, even if you take those drugs, you must still end up at surgery. The definitive treatment of a fibroid is surgery. They have to surgically remove it, and it depends on the option of surgery you take based on the stage of life you find yourself. So, as much as possible, don't let people deceive you by selling to you fibroid melting tea. In fact, they will now lie to you that you have to continue taking the fibroid melting tea so that the fibroid will not grow back to the original size. Then why did you buy it in the first place? Why not just leave it and go for a surgery that removes it finally? I don't want to talk too much on that matter. Probably I'll make more content about it. But as much as possible, these things should be avoided. Let us stop it this year. This year. Another matter is the breast enlargement cream. Breast enlargement cream. I don't still understand why people just believe that they want to be better than their normal nature can handle, or how they are. It's good to expect maybe you want to build your body, you want to build your muscles, but you see when it comes to your breast, eh, it's not cream that will increase your breast. Rubbing a cream over your breast or any other part of your body does not guarantee that it will become big. That is you increasing your risk to all sorts of diseases, including carcinogenic exposures. That is to cause cancer for yourself. The breast tissue are responding to your hormones in your body and your genetics, and response to sucking and usage of it. So it is not for you to now think that you have to rub something over. There are other things that causes your breast to grow alongside your body's demand, or pregnancy demand, or your baby's demand after you give birth. It is expected that your breast increases in size because the milk because of milk storage, right? And that is why the baby has to suck it to avoid mastitis, right? So it's important for you to understand this thing. However, please do see your doctors for proper understanding on these matters. But there's really nothing like breast enlargement cream. This one is the one that always disturbs me. I don't know how to fight it. People keep coming to the hospital to ask for something to cleanse their system. They want to collect drip, and they feel that if they get this drip, their system is going to be cleaned. There's no drip in this world that can clean your system. Hmm? If you want to put something into your body, go and drink water. And this water goes into your system and it goes out through your urine. That's the best way to keep yourself hydrated. Not that you have to get someone to cite a line for you. And there are a lot of quack nurses and quack health practitioners, or people who call themselves nurses and doctors out there, who do these things for people unnecessarily, not knowing that this thing can predispose them to terrible complications that they never had before. Imagine a healthy person leaving your facility with complications. Some people don't know that getting excess fluid through intravenous route into their body can lead to what we call cerebral edema, and this can terribly lead to death of some neurological deformities. So, as much as possible, it's not every time you just go and tell your doctor you want to collect drip to cleanse your system. That doesn't happen, okay? So, this year, no grief for that mentality as well. Change. Another one I want to discuss about things that you shouldn't grieve for this year is malaria typhoid cleanser. Malaria and typhoid cleanser. People just believe that there's this there's this drug or a herb that removes malaria and typhoid from their body. And I have to tell you the truth from my experience. Whenever they take some of these things, max of 2 days, they are down again with it. And they realize that the disease pathogen that causes malaria is not a mumu. They have stages of growth, they have stages of proliferation, they have disease causing stage. That they are in your system doesn't mean that you may even have symptoms. So if you're thinking that one particular cleanser will just cleanse them out of your system, it's a lie. Just wait. The ones that are still maturing will come and cause the problem once again. So especially for malaria, it is a given. Whenever you're having symptoms of what you think to be malaria, see your doctor who runs certain tests for you, or if he can clinically decipher what you are having, you can be diagnosed for it and he writes prescriptions for you. Don't now go and start seeking for, cheaper means from these people who actually want to get your money and think that you are being smarter. You are going to spend more eventually. So please run away from the so-called malaria typhoid cleanser ideology that a lot of people actually have. And I hope that this year we are going to, not agree for them. Now, we also have this hernia removing tea. Now, the next one I want to talk about is the hernia removing tea. It's so funny that people, eh, my brothers and my sisters in different parts of the country and Africa, believe that hernia can be removed with you taking a tea. Except maybe somebody have prayed over the tea and there's anointing on the tea. Yes, that's when I can just believe that kind of thing. Maybe you tell me it's a miracle. Yeah, but miracles do not always happen, even though I love to see them happen. But in the situation where you are believing that you are going to buy a tea, with your money, your hard-earned currency, and you're going to buy a tea to remove hernia instead of just going to the doctor, run a surgery, if need be, or any other modality that can be applied with technology and all that. And you are thinking that you rather take a tea and that solves it. That's man, that's deep. That's deep. So please, this year, run away from it. It does not work. It doesn't work. How else can I say it? It doesn't work, right? It doesn't work. So as much as possible, keep off such things. They are there for your money. They are after your money. Now, let's also talk about the one they call this one is strong and it will hit some of my sisters badly. There's something they call vaginal tightening creams. Are they real? Are they fake? Is it possible for you to rub a cream in your vagina and it tightens your vagina? Let's tell ourselves the truth. What happens um, to the vagina after it has been exposed to sexual expansion is a normal thing because the vagina has something that looks like a rubber, and after it has been expanded either through sex or through childbirth and you want to fit in it again, it's just like a rubber. It can lose its elastic limit. It can exceed its elastic limit and lose elasticity. But if you want to tighten it again, it is not through a cream. See, there are muscles around that place, and all you need to do is to exercise those muscles. There are exercises they call Kegel exercises. And if you want to know more about this, you can comment in the comment section. And I'm going to do a video about it to teach you how to go about it. Kegel exercises help to strengthen the muscles around your V, and that thing makes the place tighter, makes the opening tighter because as the muscles grow, the spaces around reduces, and it's only through exercise that that can happen, not through a cream. So please do not let people lie to you. Please, please, and please. This video I'm doing is free of charge, okay? But what I'm trying to do is to stop you from spending excessive amounts of money out there because they may not even like the fact that I'm doing this. I'm spoiling some people's bad business.